Okay. I'm actually really excited to share this with people. And I know that this message from the universe is going to be like beyond like what a lot of people kind of know and understand right now, but I'm going to put it out there because I think a lot of people will follow me on it, and it's a really profound message. So for the last probably week or so, I've been getting messages about salt water, and pretty much like yesterday, it everything started like combining together for me to get the whole picture, and it's pretty amazing. Okay, so it started with the thing with salt water, and what salt water is or can be is like an antiseptic, like a cleanser, like a purifier. So I'm trying to skip like how it got there and just get to the message, because I think that's actually what's really important. Because like I said, I have this happen and I have this happen, I have this happen, and I actually piece all of these pieces together to make a whole message. So I'm trying to get there without actually having all these different pieces. Actually, I'm just trying to give you the whole picture, because it's just going to be like better instead of this video being like 10 hours long. Okay. Anyway, back to my point. So salt water is super important as like a cleanser, as a purifier. And so the message I was getting with that is it's important to take a saltwater bath. And the reason why originally was what I was kind of thinking, or partially too, is to cleanse the negative energies that you have like around you. So it's just to get into the water and to cleanse your negative energies that you have. It's like a purifier, a purification. Now, the message I got this morning that was super powerful is it's not only just used as a method for purification. Well, it is in a way, because you actually need it, but it's actually, okay, it is a doorway that you can use along with other things that help you go into another spiritual dimension. Okay, I know, right? Hear me out. Just hear me out, okay? So, gosh, this was like weeks and weeks and weeks ago. I went under hypnosis, and I haven't posted any of those videos yet, or any of those hypnosis videos, but I actually have been wanting to for quite some time. I've been wanting to do all this for quite some time. But when I was under hypnosis, one of the things that came up is Nikola Tesla, and just things involving him. And then I got like a lot of Egyptian like people, or just Egyptian people coming through, and I just call them that, Egyptian people, because that's what was coming through. And also triangles. Triangles have been like super important. I've been like, this has been happening for weeks. Seeing triangles are like really important. It just keeps coming up, and I've had amazing experiences. It's like, okay, don't ignore this, because it's like in my face, triangles, right? Okay, crazy experiences. Anyway, so I know that was super important. So like I said, like last night, when and like for this last week, I've been getting the thing of having a saltwater bath. And originally, like I said, I thought it was just like to clear the energy. But right now, when I'm actually putting all these pieces together of all of my experiences that have been happening, it's literally like how to walk into another dimension of the spiritual world, okay? And what you need to do is put all these things together, is be in like salt water. The ocean would be amazing, or if you're not around the ocean, to go through like a saltwater bath. That is perfect, just the same thing. And what you're going to visualize is a triangle. And the triangle, which I didn't know for the longest time, I was like, man, what does this triangle mean? What does this triangle mean? So now I understand actually what the triangle means. It just came to me after all these weeks this morning. I was like, oh my God, this all fits together. Okay, so, all right. The triangle is an indication of the trichotomy. And there's trichotomy, and then there's a dualchotomy. Okay, so the trichotomy is actually kind of like the spiritual world. It is like the threes. It's mind, body, spirit, infinity, forever, and eternity. It's God, Jesus, Holy Ghost. It's the three of all, past, present, future. It's like the three of all the things, okay? And it's like they're all the same thing. Anyway, look at that. Anyway, then so that is actually like the spiritual trichotomy. That's like the spiritual doorway, the triangle, the three. And the dual dichotomy is this dimension that we're in right now. The dual dichotomy is like man, woman, up, down, left, right. The dual kind of dichotomy is like how we this reality right now makes our reality. We understand it. We understand our reality because of the dual dichotomy that we're in. So what you want to do is, if you really want to connect with the spiritual world, like, and understand that spiritual dimension, is take a saltwater bath, or like I said, go into the ocean. Picture the triangle, okay? And the triangle is going to be your doorway to that your spiritual self, okay? And you've got to think of, it's all connected. It's all the same. It's all the same thing: mind, body, spirit. And just picture this triangle in your mind when you're sitting in the salt water. Oh, that's what it's important. So the reason why the salt water is important is because salt water is a physical element in this dimension. Okay, and what it does is the salt water keeps you physically in this dimension because it's tangible. It's like tangible in this dimension, right? So it keeps you cleansing. It cleanses you, but it keeps you in this dimension, and it cleanses you to walk through the doorway of the triangle into the other spiritual world, okay? And so what it does is the salt water is like a purification for you to go through, and what it does is it cleanses your third eye. It opens up your third eye, so you're going to be able to see. It's almost like a purification that you have to go through, and you have to clean yourself of all these negative things in order to walk through this doorway, and it's a cleansing of your third eye to open, because if it's closed, it's going to purify it to open so you can actually start seeing things, okay? So this is what's funny. I'm like, okay, all this coming to me, and then I got this picture in my head with, you know how they have the Egyptian pyramid on the dollar bill, and above it they have this eye. And so what I thought first is I got this picture of this triangle with this eye above it, and it's like shining, like with the sun behind it is what I actually saw. And I'm like, oh my God, that's on the dollar bill. Like, holy crap. Okay, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Okay, this is all making sense now. So what's funny about that is the dollar bill is something tangible in this world, okay? And that symbol on the dollar bill with the pyramid and the third eye, pretty much that's what it is above it, and the sun shining behind it, is actually like a window into actually who we are. Like, that dollar bill is not real. It's just something that exists in this reality to make like this reality seem real, but it's not. Like, nothing in this reality is real. I know that's like, woo, right? I know it's a lot, okay? But like, stay with me, all right? So pretty much, that's why that pyramid and that third eye and that sun behind is actually on the dollar bill, because in its a way, it's like our physical reality here that we've created in this dimension to keep us in this dimension. And so, but it's our reminder that we are spiritual, and their spiritual dimension is there for us to tap into and to use if you want to, because you don't have to if you don't want to. It's all there. But that's the whole message of this, is that's like a tool that we can use. And if you really, really want to be like have more of your spiritual self and more of a spiritual awakening, that's one thing that you can do in order to actually have that experience, by keeping one foot like in this dimension and going through the doorway, or whatever you call it, or open the door of that triangle 369. Yeah, it's just like with Nikola Tesla. Triangles were really important with him. I was like, why are these triangles coming up? Well, now it's all starting to come together, finally. And pyramids too, like pyramids coming up. I'm like, finally, this is coming together now. So I'm really hoping that a lot of people kind of understand this message and get it. And if not, you know what? That's okay. It is perfectly fine, because everybody is on their spiritual journey, and everybody is on their own way, but we're all doing it together. So, it's one step at a time. So I love all of you. And I'm really hoping that this helps at least some of you. So hopefully we talk soon.